Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patty Welch, and I am very privileged to work with the enthusiastic and very musical group in front of you. That was a piece called Heartbeat 5, and you might have noticed sort of an uneven feeling to it throughout the entire time. It really kind of stretches our sense of rhythm and meter, and we had a lot of fun putting it together. So that was Heartbeat 5. We are moving right on to a piece that we actually played in the spring, and they wanted to bring it out again, maybe just because it's fun. So this was a piece that we played at the Mary Cariola Children's Center, and we are excited to play this medley from many Pixar tunes that you probably recognize from many Pixar movies. So as soon as they get settled in, we will play our medley from Pixar. So I wanted to take a moment to explain the next piece that we're going to do. We had played the Pixar piece at the Mary Carriola Children's Center as a part of learning a little bit more about music therapy as a possible career choice. Music therapy uses music for non-musical purposes and goals. And so it tends to be maybe not the first thing people think of when they think of taking a career into music. Usually it's education or performance. So we've done a little bit more with that, and we did some work with Mrs. Ketterman's class this year, and we really had a good time with it. And I wanted to make sure that you had a little bit of background and had a moment to read a little bit about it as we presented this particular piece. It does use, we've kind of put our own spin on it and use some non-traditional band instruments for this piece. And I wanted to give you a really quick demonstration so that you kind of knew what to expect. And you're going to see kind of their involvement in the work that they did with their art teacher, Mrs. Nasimos. She was very gracious and spent some time putting together some really fun artwork with Mrs. Ketterman's students. What you'll see is some of the artwork that they created using watercolors and a straw to blow the paint around, and they all did it with this sort of monster theme. So we're going to put it all together for you this evening, but I just wanted to show you, I don't know if you're familiar with boom whackers, not traditionally a band instrument, but there's a main theme in this particular piece that comes up over and over again, so we thought this might be a really good chance to use it with her students. So I'm going to ask our students who worked with her students a little bit to give us a real quick thing to listen for throughout this piece, and you'll kind of see it as we go along. So we'll go, ready, you got it, ready, and 1, 2, ready. Okay, so that's what you're listening for, believe it or not. Can you do that one more time? I know I didn't ask you to do it twice, but 1 and 2 and ready and go. Yeah, so think of those pitches. Every green plastic tube has its own pitch, and we're going to go ahead and play Snarl for you.
thank you out to our sound and light here tonight. Lucas DeSalvo has done an amazing job of making sure that we can present the way we hope to give you the full experience. And there are lots of thanks to go out, but first of all, I really want to say thank you to this group because they have made such incredible strides this year. So proud of their progress and how far they've come. It's really been a joy to work with them every day. And so we've had a lot of fun putting this concert together for you tonight. Every once in a while,
I'd like to take a moment to recognize a couple people on the stage. It is my pleasure to take this opportunity to recognize some very special people on our stage tonight. They have shared their music with students at the Mary Carriole Children's Center. They started their high school careers having already survived isolation and hybrid schedules, and they have written countless self-reflections of their personal performances. Next month, they will walk a stage with all of their family and friends, emerging into the next chapter into our forever changed world. This year, 2 seniors have served as models for this ensemble. Throughout their West Arundequoit experience, they've had personal challenges, both in and out of music, and each year, they returned to take them on again, not because they felt the need to be better than anyone else, but because each wanted to simply continue working on their personal best. They fulfilled their art credit a very long time ago, and they stayed on and showed those around them that there really is value to spending precious elective time studying music, communicating with this very special language, and working with others to produce moments that can often be reflected on as having been beautiful and inspiring. I am proud to say that each has a better understanding of themselves after having worked through their challenges in the art of music for the last 8 years, and I'm very privileged to have spent 6 of those years with them. I'm confident that music will continue to play a special role in each of their lives, and it is with great pleasure that I recognize each of our seniors tonight with a small offering of my personal appreciation of their work in this ensemble. This group will not be the same without them, and they will be missed. So please welcome to the front of the stage, Max Engel and Julia Couchman. Thank you so much. Our quick changeover for the Symphonic Orchestra.
Thank you so much for your patience during the crossover. Before we begin, a quick announcement. We are switching the order that is printed in your program. We are doing the Soon He Knew full piece first, that is Perseus, followed by the piece by Henry Mancini. Other than that, everything's the same. Before we start the Perseus, though, I have to say, because I want you to understand, this group is one of the most advanced groups I've had the privilege of working with. They are the first symphonic orchestra I have had to perform a level 5 work. Music is out of 6 levels, kind of easy through advanced. And I pretty much scrapped all my year-long plans about 2 weeks into the school year and picked out harder music. And I couldn't be more proud of them. So you're about to hear the first ever performance of a level 5 piece by a symphonic orchestra here at Irondequoit High School. Actually, this next piece is going to be conducted by one of our seniors, Ellie DiMartino. Ellie's been studying conducting and music theory this year with Mrs. Graham and myself. She has picked a piece, she studied it, worked on it with the ensemble, and now she is going to lead us all in the performance of this piece by Henry Mancini. There's a wardrobe change. Very important. I don't know if you're gonna watch it, string instruments, cold string instruments. We're just very sensitive people. I would now like to welcome to the stage to conduct this piece, Miss Ellie DiMartino. already sweaty. I'd just like to take a moment to thank some people, our custodial staff, our administration, parents, you, for all of the years of your support, encouragement. It's not possible without you. And to the orchestra, I would like to say thank you for a great year. It is one of the best that I can remember, and I couldn't be more proud of you. You've achieved a higher level of performance than any other symphonic orchestra before you, and I see nothing but more moving up in your future. So thank you for a wonderful, wonderful year. You're awesome. I'd just like to take a moment to recognize my seniors who have been with me through many adventures, COVID to say the least, and then just normal everyday adventures that can happen. I'm going to ask each one to stand and then stay standing so we can thank you. First, I'd like to mention one who unfortunately had a family situation and couldn't be here tonight, Anastasia Hall, who has given us who has been involved in this ensemble all 4 years. She's currently already enrolled in the National Guard, and we thank her for her service. For the students who are here, Ellie Miner, stand, Ellie. One part of Ellie squared there. She's going to MCC and majoring in psychology. Ellie DiMartino, there's my other Ellie squared. Finger Lakes Community College, majoring in music recording technology. That's where all of this will come in handy. Kayla Jean-Jacques will be going to, she's going to Rockport, and this is a mouthful, majoring in kinesiology, pre-athletic training, and then, because that's not enough, a minor in sports psychology and nutrition. Back in our bass section, hates to be attention called to him, but Connor Monahan. Going to the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where he intends to major in zoology and botany. I remember when this young man was born, I had his sisters in my orchestra. Yep, I'm getting old. Dylan Nicholson. Is going to MCC, working in tooling and machining. And last but not least, another family that I've known for a very long time, Derek Bertram. He is going to Geneseo, where he will major in science education and minor in German. To all of you, thank you for your time, your commitment, the laughs. It has been my pleasure. We will miss you, and we wish you all the very best. Congratulations. We are now going to conclude this evening's concert with one of our pieces our seniors picked. You might know it. It's from a franchise that was sort of successful. It's themes from The Avengers, so please enjoy.